They say that due to the major previous earthquakes in Tohoku, Kyushu, and Hokkaido, Tokyo itself is thought to be next for a large earthquake or the big one. Hello, my name is Cam, your host from Swimmy channel. I think among many things that Japan is known for and is one of the least pleasant is the prevalence of earthquakes. Coming from a country that lies along the Pacific Ring of Fire, the Philippines, that is also frequented by quakes, I shouldn't be concerned. But after experiencing earthquakes in Japan many times, surprisingly, I feel safe here. This is because although earthquakes here in the past have been incredibly destructive, they have also served as a huge driving force for technological advancement and human resilience. Buildings and structures in Japan are built to withstand strong shakes with early warning systems in place, and drills and evacuations are also being held often. It is likely, however, that a strong earthquake may happen in the future, and it pays to be aware of how to prepare for one. So today, I would like to teach you how to protect yourself during an earthquake when you're indoors or outdoors or in different scenarios. If you are at home, at a hotel, or any other place indoors and you feel an earthquake, you need to stay calm and hide in a secure spot like under a study desk. As much as possible, choose a place where things won't fall, collapse, or topple over. Do not rush outside. Once the tremors have stopped, you need to make sure of the situation and look out for secondary disasters, such as fires, and try to find an exit route. Remember to use the stairs if possible and not the elevator. It's important to protect your head. If you're inside a supermarket or department store, you need to be careful of merchandise falling and collapsing showcases. By protecting your head with a magazine or a bag, you might be able to prevent a fatal injury, so make this your biggest priority. In case of a fire, you need to put it out immediately. Fires usually occur as after effects of an earthquake, as gas can leak due to broken electrical and gas lines. As was the case with the Great Hanshin earthquake in Kobe, it was reported that damages caused by fire was even greater than the ones caused by tremors. So be sure to put down any fire that occurs or tighten the main gas valve before escaping. Glass also increases the risk of injury in the event of an earthquake, especially for workplaces inside a skyrise building. Move close to a stair landing or pillars and watch your head for protection. If you're outdoors when an earthquake occurs, what you need to do would depend entirely on where you are. Let's take a look at some specific situations. If you're in the middle of the city surrounded by buildings, you need to move away from structures like concrete walls and watch out for falling objects like vending machines, utility poles, and signboards as they might fall over. In most coastal areas where there is risk of tsunamis, there will be a siren to warn citizens of any potential threat. If you hear these sirens, you need to evacuate to a higher ground like a hill or a third floor or higher inside a building structure as fast as possible. If you live near a mountain, be aware that there are risks of falling rocks and landslides that can occur after an earthquake, so take the necessary precautions to ensure your safety. There are designated shelters which you can temporarily evacuate to and remain if your home, hotel, or where you're staying have become unstable. However, there are times where it is safer to wait for the instructions of other people around you before evacuating. Just remember to stay calm, examine your surroundings carefully, and evacuate to the nearest shelter. It's a good idea to stock up on food and prepare an earthquake emergency kit. It's generally recommended that you stock up on items to keep you comfortable and in good health for about a week. The Earthquake Emergency Kit is a survival kit that the national and regional government bodies advise residents to prepare, which they can quickly grab and take with them in the event of an earthquake. These kits contain flashlights, towels, first aid supplies, and other necessary items. You can pack these items yourself or buy them from home centers, Amazon, Tokyo Hands, and such. The Tokyo Metropolitan Government has put together a PDF booklet in English on what you should put in the emergency kit and also other information, so I recommend taking a look at it. It is also very important for you to have identity verification documents with you at all times, so make sure you have your residence card or passport within easy reach. Earthquake drills are held often in Japan, and people are taught from a young age to never underestimate the danger of an earthquake. Most seimongakko, universities, or Japanese companies perform earthquake or emergency drills, and each neighborhood has its own evacuation point. You can also visit the Tokyo Earthquake Simulation Center in Ikebukuro Bosai-kan Fire Station for a free simulation. If you have a mobile number in Japan, you can set up your phone to receive text alerts during disasters. This includes the Jishin Des or the earthquake alert sent by the Japan Meteorological Agency that arrives 20 to 30 seconds before an earthquake. There's also the smartphone app Yurikuru Call, one of Japan's most popular disaster-related apps. This app provides a list of recently recorded quakes happening in Japan. Another recommended app is the Pocket Shelter. This app provides not just information on sightseeing spots and restaurants, but more importantly also displays the nearest evacuation spots. It can be used offline after downloading map data and automatically sets into disaster prevention mode during an emergency by displaying critical information in several languages, and sends confirmation of your safety to your loved ones in the event of a major disaster. Other recommended apps are the Tokyo Disaster Preparedness, Line, and Japan Shelter Guide. If in case cellular services become unavailable after an earthquake, you can use the disaster message service called 171 Disaster Emergency Message Dial Service. By dialing 171, this service allows you to leave a short voicemail to your loved ones, who can then dial the same number to retrieve it. And that's our video about what you should do in case of an earthquake in Japan. They say that due to the major previous earthquakes in Tohoku, Kyushu, and Hokkaido, Tokyo itself is thought to be next for a large earthquake or the big one. I think it is better to be well prepared, though I hope that we never get to experience these disasters in the future. Thank you for watching until the end. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel as we find more ways to make your Japan living easier. Until our next video, bye bye!